Hey, we're recording!
Yay! Welcome to You Talk Too Much. I'm Lachlan.
Have you done any of these episodes?
A couple.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun. All we do is talk. It's
good,
easy.
Good. I like talking.
Yeah, I'm Lachlan. I run everything because I'm the greatest.
Bullshit.
This is Tom, who is about to be out of the podcast forever.
No!
Just fades into nothing.
And then I just come back randomly. It's like, surprise, motherfucker.
This one might be a little different to the other ones because it's only just me and one other person. Or there's, four of us, three of us kind of thing.
What do you guys get up to?
It's a group scene. It's a lot more taxing.
Okay.
A lot more setup. A lot more cleanup. Everything's just sticky and 57 seconds.
57 seconds. We're already talking about
Time to porn.
time to talk about porn.
From 0 to porn in 50 seconds. So I guess we'll start with the hard-hitting questions. What's up?
Not much, man. That's hard hitting.
That is hard-hitting.
God, that took me off my
This
feet.
is journalism,
Holy
motherfucker.
crap. What's journalism?
It's that thing the government does for us, man.
We have a government still? I thought that went out last year.
It was your debut on the podcast. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, this guy's an idiot." Yeah, we have a government.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, at least I get noticed as the idiot one of the podcast.
Thank God it's not me.
Yet.
I get caught out for being a dumbass all the freaking time.
I remember back in college when you got called out for it.
I've always been an idiot. People keep thinking I'm this smart dude.
But no,
I just keep letting him down. 'Cause I'm not smart.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm just really funny. And it just makes people think like, oh, he can make intelligent jokes. It's like, no.
No, my jokes are not intelligent. They're more like, look, a dick.
Dicks are funny because they're shaped like my penis. Exactly.
Mommy, what's a dick look like? A penis. What's a penis?
Ask your father. Mommy's working. I don't know why she sounds horrified. Mommy's working.
So I've actually got this another idea for a skit
Oh, yeah?
that I want to do.
Let's give it away right now so other people can do it.
No, fuck that. I've learnt my lesson. Scratch that. Edit that out.
Well, no, you've learnt your lesson. What happened?
I was talking about this idea. It was like a whole, death race.
Yeah.
I was going to take the idea of that, but not make it into a race because I don't have the budget to buy cars and fix them and everything.
And then crash them.
And then crash them, no, and then fix them again. So instead, I was going to do this whole a person gets grabbed randomly and puts into this whole tournament of death. And I had this whole idea that there was guns, explosions, there was cars in it, but they weren't like done up to be like death race cars. Anyway, so I was talking to a couple of people about it, and then one of the guys I talked to about went, "Oh, that's a really cool idea," and then all of a sudden he has got a crew together to start filming it.
And you're not invited.
I'm not invited. Not invited at all.
You should probably, kill that guy.
Probably should. But from last time I've heard about it, he hasn't been able to get anything going off the ground yet.
Oh, I love when that happens.
So he's got all these people who are interested because they all like him, and because I'm one of those guys who's more like, I'm going to do my own stuff, and then I'll slowly bring people in. And I'm not one that, because I don't live on campus where I am, so I don't see everyone. I'm one of those outsiders. But there's a group of outsiders. I'm with them.
You're the outsider.
We're the outsiders, and it's weird because you got everyone who's like, oh, you don't live
the Warriors.
Yeah, you don't live on campus, so you don't know who we really are. It's like, I don't need to know who you are. Just work with me. I just need a crew.
I got some of that. The other week, I had to set up for a short film we have to make for a uni class. And I posted everywhere because I thought it was urgent, and I was in charge of finding actors. I posted everywhere that I needed.
Yeah,
actors.
I saw that. Yeah.
There's 4 characters in the short film.
Yeah.
I got about 40 people wanting to be part of it.
Shit.
But I narrowed it down to actually the most professional people. It worked out pretty well.
That's excellent.
It's just way too much work for me.
But yeah. So I learned my lesson real quick. Don't tell anyone your ideas until you get a crew together, and then you just make it very secretive.
Yeah.
So
For those that haven't caught on yet, Tom does film.
yeah,
Well, it's probably not just called film.
I'm currently doing the Bachelor. It's been renamed, actually. It's no longer a Bachelor of Art. The Bachelor of Screen and Stage.
Ooh.
Specializing in television production.
Mine's called the Bachelor of Media Arts and Production.
Really? So that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's the same thing as you.
It's the same thing, but it's probably better from what you've been telling me.
It's better for me. I don't really do much work there. It's better for me.
Because you don't do much work.
I finish the films and then I come home and do films for YouTube.
That's
all
awesome.
I do.
That's pretty much what I do, but...
Just kick the microphone. You didn't hear it. Don't worry about it. Keep going. That's what you do, but... Continue.
But, there's a lot more to it because I have to work with designers and actors. I don't have to... Like, they cast for me, and I don't like that. Because you'll be like, it's like, okay, you've got this designer, and depending on the designer you get,
that's really annoying.
They will control everything. Like, we tried to find a set, and I said, oh, what about here and here? And they went, oh, no. They just went, no,
fuck you.
We've got our own ideas, and it's kind of like you just learn straight away. The designers have their own idea, and if you go against it, you're going to be dead within a fortnight.
At the same time, though, you're the director.
Exactly.
Shouldn't you have power?
Well, I do. I have the power to direct.
Yeah, I mean, like, you should be the guy who's like, yeah, you're the designer, I want this, design that for me.
Pretty much, the designers go to the producer or production manager, and they get the area, and then I go to that area, and I look at it and go, okay, this could work. So what happens if the script's been written, so the script writer writes the script, it gets approved, the production manager then goes to the set designer or designers and say, here's the script. They look at it, they think of locations, and then they go, okay, we've got these locations, can we get it? They get it, the director then goes there in advance and writes up a whole thing about it.
Okay, that makes actually much more sense.
But it's so annoying when you have your own ideas on what they should like. It's like, this character seems like it's like this. The designers will say no. It's like the designers try and control.
That's annoying.
The designers seem to want to control more than what they're allowed to. And
I'm getting that a bit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm starting up like Nikolai. That's his name on the internet.
Really? So
yeah.
He's not going by his real name.
He's not one of called by his real name. He's got an alter ego. Like, not an alter ego. He's not Batman. He's got what do you call it? A pseudonym?
A pseudonym, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
For like all the stuff he does when he's writing.
Yeah.
And on my YouTube channel when he's acting, stuff like that. Point is, Nikolai, not the name I said before that we're going to edit out. I don't edit these until I mess up. I swear to God. Like, these are completely unedited, and then I go, oh, shouldn't have said that guy's name. Back! Anyway, he's starting up an anime series.
He's the guy that's doing your anime, yeah.
He wants me to produce it through my channel. And, you know, he's handing off all these different pockets of information to different people, like animators and concept artists, people like that. And he's giving them a lot of control. I'm like, that's not really the best idea if you want your project.
Because they're going to make it theirs.
Yeah. So I've given him, I guess, like, I'm directing the director. It's really strange. Because, like, I don't know enough about
you're pretty much like, it sounds like you're the producer.
I am the producer.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you're kind of like, all right, dude, you need to back up. You're telling him a bit too much. And then
at the same time, though, he'll also tell them nothing. It's weird. I was in a meeting the other day with one of the people who were trying to hire as an animator. And he asked, like, the animator asked a question about, like, what the world looks like. And Nikolai just went in. Keep saying his real name. I'm going to ask him if it's okay if I say his real name.
Yeah, because the weird thing is I've never called him that. I've never called him Nikolai. I've always known him as...
As his name?
Yeah, as his real name.
As Nikolai. That's what I'll do. I'll just edit that. Nikolai. Just put that over. Point is, what was I saying? I forgot everything.
The point is, you're doing a meeting and he said, what would the world look like?
Yeah, like the animator asks what the world looks like, and he'll just start talking about everything in the world, but not what the animator needs to know. He'll talk about like the factions and the characters and the story.
That's not what he's asking!
No, dude, slow down! So afterwards, Nikolai and some other people in the meeting left. I said his name properly this time. I stopped myself and thought about it. And I told the other one, I was like, so do you know what you're doing? He was like, yeah, just, what am I doing? And so I'm talking to him about what the world looks like. So now I'm part of the design process because I have to answer the questions.
Oh no, I absolutely hate that. It's the worst thing is when you, especially when you write something and then you have the ideas in your head and you, especially if you do it through the course that I'm doing uni, where the teachers go, "Oh, cool, let's actually do this," and they'll get the designers in, and they'll get the actors in, and I'll like. The best thing is with the actors, you actually get to do part of the whole casting, so you get to do the casting stuff. But when it comes to
That's fun until it's not.
Yeah, when it comes to location, you'll have this like I went out and scouted locations and told them this is where I want to go.
Professional.
And they quickly shut it down and put it all internalized at uni, not wanting to go outside, like into town. Where majority of the stuff I had written needed a town.
I just picture that conversation like, but that's like outdoors and
outdoors, and it was one of the most annoying conversations I have ever had because it was like, oh yeah, you've written a really good script, cool, go get actors. You've already got location, cool, but the designers might have their own input, and the designers just went, no, it's happening all here at uni. And it's like, no, I've got locations. Technically, all you need to do is make it look nice with some props and make the actors look good. I got in so much trouble for saying that.
But it's so true, though. You're the director.
Yeah, and like
you run the show. You make sure everyone does their job.
And I was also producer, so I was scriptwriter, producer, and directing it. And they completely just went, oh, no, we're going to do our own thing. Like, there was a scene that meant to be done in an alleyway, like the car's meant to drive in.
So it's an action sequence, I guess.
Yeah. And they said, oh, we got this place. And I went, okay, I'll go check this alleyway out. I couldn't drive a car in it. It was like people had to run and do like narrow squeeze together kind of thing.
Oh.
And I went back to them and said, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
I ended up losing majority of the designers on it, and because of that, the person who gave me permission to do it through uni went, "You haven't been nice to the designers. I'm not going to let you do it." And I tried to explain it, and then it's like, you know what? Stuff it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'll do something else. And so
half of it was like full diva. It's like, no, I'm out.
I'm out.
Hell no. Where are my Skittles? That's like the most diva thing I think to say. Every time. Like, I need a specific type of Skittles or I can't act today. I don't know why I sound like this. But this is what a diva sounds like.
But the weird thing is, I did cast, all the people I did have part of the casting that came to it, I'm still friends with. And they still want to act in majority of it. And I came up with this one series which I ended up cancelling because I was trying to make it was a high budget idea, and I was trying to make it really low budget, low budget. I was like this whole spy covert operations kind of thing.
That'd be very difficult to do on zero budget.
Yeah, and we had this girl made up this one character where she's known as the seductive prey or seductive bird, and she has the body where it's like you can't resist kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Right, and we were talking about it, and I was acting in it because I always act in some of my stuff. And she said, okay, your character, this is what's going to happen to your character with my character. I just went, holy shit. I might need to check that with my girlfriend, because that's very... That's very...
You're telling me you turned down an attractive woman. You was like, no, I'm sorry, give me a second.
It's not that. It's like, what she was saying to do, she wanted to do almost a sex scene kind of thing.
Like, alright, so I brought my guys in just to do like a porn star show. I was like, alright, let's get ready to film this.
No, it's kind of like when I talk to my girlfriend about it, it's like, yeah, if I'm filming or acting in it, yeah, kissing girls is fine. But what she was saying was something completely like on a whole new level. And I'm like, why me? Like, why me? Why?
I just like for her reaction. You're sitting there, no, I have a girlfriend. She's like, no, I know, I'm an actress. This is my job. This is not personal. You're like, oh, okay.
You know what's funny? That was actually the reason.
So she goes, no, I'm doing my job. It's fine. And you're like, oh,
No,
Okay.
it was
I'm
literally...
really sad about it now because it's embarrassing for you at this point. She turned it completely over.
Yeah.
Like, she might have actually completely intended to, like, have an emotional connection. You're just like, oh, no, I'm girlfriend. She's like, oh, yeah, nah, pfft. And she just goes and cries. Like,
Yeah.
you've destroyed this woman's dream. Well, I just got dark quickly. 15 minutes in and it's already just, let's destroy people.
Sorry, important message.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Texting during a podcast is fine because I can't hear you.
Can't hear you type.
If this is a video podcast, you're sitting there texting, I'm talking, you're like, yeah, that's great, fantastic. But it's a audio podcast. You can just do whatever. I'm flipping off the camera right now.
There is no camera.
Yes. You're right, there is no camera. Why would I have a camera?
Okay, having one in your room just so you can prove that you've touched a girl in your own room, that's completely different.
I like that. Why do you have a camera in here? Just it's proof, not that. That's not an explanation.
No.
I hide it in my ukulele.
I actually I do pro wrestling. You know that, like.
Pro wrestling.
I got 2 channels.
He's also a pro wrestler. Say your channels. This is not one of those places where you're like modest. I'm not going to edit it.
I've got 2 channels, of course. BarretPlay.
Always fun.
Always fun. We just recently filmed some Tomb Raider stuff.
Ridiculous. I want to keep going, but there's not enough space on the card.
Not enough space on the card, and I gotta go do stuff in like in 20 minutes. But we got Friday.
We do it Friday. Yeah. So it's Friday. All day.
We have to film skits as well.
Yeah,
Friday
so it was like people. All day Friday. We'll just do crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really time-stamping this podcast. I've tried not to time-stamp any of the podcasts so far, just so I can have that, you know. Just so I can just put it out whenever I want to, and I'm like, we'll do it on Friday.
That's when you put down. That's when you put down the things that we filmed on this day.
Yeah.
So, but
well, what'd you knock off?
No
one heard it. Who cares? What are you saying? Yeah, BarretPlay.
BarretPlay.
Let's Play is always fun.
Let's Play gameplays, comedy, just series I want to do. A mixture of stuff, and then I have the Chris Shadows YouTube page, which is literally the Chris Shadows, which I didn't even name.
Really?
Yeah, no. I typed in ICW Chris Shadows, and it said, "Oh, we've got some suggestions for you." You know how they come up with suggestions?
Like, no, that name's crap. Choose this one.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like that. But then it just had like this awesome one on number 3, which was the Chris Shadows. I just went, that sounds very.
I am the Chris Shadows.
Yeah, but it's like one of those. It's like that name where it's very egotistical kind of name.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, that's my alter ego.
The one and only Chris Shadows.
Yeah, and so I just put the Chris Shadows, and we're doing wrestling on. We had just recently had a show, and. Yes, I'm going to give away some trade secrets. So you normally talk to people backstage about what's going to happen, or the owner tells you, because it's kind of like doing a production. So all that. And this one guy,
if you didn't know already, wrestling is mostly fake.
It's scripted. It's not fake. It's scripted.
That's what I meant.
It's scripted.
I don't do wrestling. I don't know what.
Don't say it's fake, because it's not fake. My leg is still bruised from a guy falling on it, this big 165 kilo guy.
So in the script, we're going to punch him in the leg. Okay! Continue your story.
So normally we talk about it, and you try not to, like, even if you're filming something, you always make sure they're comfortable with what's going to happen. You know, so you don't do something that's going to make them feel uncomfortable and piss them off. For most of my career, I've had this donut chant, because I'm pretty fat and that, so I've always had that. Because it's the fans saying it.
They didn't know that. You couldn't say anything.
I know, but I'm being truthful here. This is probably going to be the most truthful podcast you've ever done.
I don't know.
But, so, we had that. And this one guy thought it'd be funny to actually throw donuts at me, my tag team partner.
Douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. And he's meant to be a good guy. And I'm the bad guy. And he's throwing donuts. It's kind of like...
Megamind.
It's just like, all the kids in the crowd were like, what the hell? He's meant to be a good guy. And I lost my shit. I actually attacked this guy in the middle of the ring. Because one, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that it was happening. Like, if he told me, I probably would have been a bit comfortable with
Yeah,
it.
it's like,
But
yeah,
the
that's
fact-
fine, it's donuts.
It's fine. But the fact that he made like this whole big, like, I've got a present for him, and then comes out and says, you're all, like, he pretty much goes, you two are fatties, blah, 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 do you want some? And doing this whole thing. That's kind of like, you're a fucking cunt.
Oh! First C word of the podcast. Woo! I'm gonna edit that. It just sound like a weird word, like crab sticks. With like flowers.
But no, it was very, like...
I'm not gonna edit that, I don't give a crap.
It was very, like... It was very disrespectful and very...
Yeah, that guy's kind of a dick.
Yeah. And he's meant to be the good guy. And the funny thing is he got booed for it and I got cheered. Like, all night I got cheered and I got booed only when I told the crowd to shut up.
This kid this wrestler ruined the morals of all children. They're like, yay, the good guy sucks, nuts.
Exactly. What? I was like, I was punching him and then the guy, his tag team partner got me up and then my tag team partner said, what the hell? I went, I'm meant to be a bad guy. I had to try and be a bad guy to him who's being this total fucking prick.
Yeah. How do you top
that?
With more douchebag?
And then I just, like, dropped him on his head.
You should have bitten the donut and his fingers. And
I
just been like, yeah, I'm the villain. I'm the hungry villain.
What I felt like doing was actually taking a donut, biting it, and then spitting it in his face.
Ah, that's not bad.
But what?
And then giving donuts up to the children.
Just giving donuts.
Frisbeeing them into the crowd.
That's what he should have done, I reckon.
You can frisbee a donut. Sorry,
but the worst part about it all is, I have been losing weight compared to what I've been in previous years, and I actually lost the whole donut or Krispy Kreme chant the last show I had. So I lost it. Like, the crowd weren't chanting Krispy Kreme at me. They weren't calling me fat.
Oh man, I'd love to be called Krispy Kreme.
So I started getting a bit, like, it started doing like a confident boost.
Do you need some donuts after this? I'm very hungry. Continue.
I'm very hungry. You're offended.
You started getting some confident boost. I'm dead serious. Do you want to get donuts?
If you're paying, fine. I've only got my rent money.
Damn it.
I've only got my rent money.
I live a donutless life. Alright, continue. I'm sorry.
But like, it's kind of like, I finally got the confidence and the crowd weren't chanting that again. So it's like it was the first time in all of my career when I turned heel that it stopped.
Oh yeah.
You know? So I was like, oh, yes, like, I'm finally stopping. It means I'm finally losing weight.
It is always hard to break free of a nickname.
Yeah. And then he does that because I lost it. I heard the rumor backstage that he did it because he wanted to try and make the crowd laugh and see what would happen. So he was trying to get a reaction out of me, and I don't think he was looking for the
punch in the face kind
punch
of
in
reaction.
the face. Yeah. So
generally, when you piss someone off, you're gonna get the punch into the face reaction.
But he's got a girlfriend now, so he's trying. Like, I think he's been trying to show off.
I love people like that.
Yeah, and she has a sign that says "Dan's my man," and she's always nearly at like every show with it. So next time she's there with the sign, I'm gonna grab it and rip it and spit on it.
So if you're listening,
if you're ever listening, you've pissed me off.
Oh,
fuck you.
Oh, okay, guys, let's break it down. We're having a wrestling. We're starting something here today. How do they do it in wrestling? I don't know. I don't watch enough of it.
It's kind of like a promo or talk. You should actually do one for the Chris Shadows page with you doing an interview as my character.
I was like, freak the hell out. And like, what? No way! This is the first time it's ever happened in the history of wrestling.
But then I'm also thinking of getting a sign that says Dan is an asshole. And then, like, walking through the crowd with it.
Just stand next to the girl.
Yeah.
Dan's the man. No, he's fucking not.
No, he's fucking, yeah.
I swear too much on my own podcast. My friends are always surprised when I swear. Because I just never do it.
Swearing is awesome.
I know, but I've thought, like, because I work in childcare, I have to censor myself. So I just barely swear normally anyway now.
No, really?
So it's funnier to me nowadays to just do really childish insults and swear words, like duty face.
Duty face.
Duty face is the greatest insult of all time. Because just calling someone a shithead is more polite. Okay, not polite, just more immature.
What the hell was that?
I've had a lot of M&Ms, I burped. We downed almost an entire packet of M&Ms in, 2 Let's Plays?
Yeah, like half an hour.
Yeah.
But, it's just hell.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you want to, if you're comfortable with it, do you want to talk about your weight loss stuff? If you,
At the present moment,
how you do it, diety things. I like doing podcasts like this where you find stuff out about people. Like the audience is probably not listening anymore at this point. We're over 25 minutes. They don't care.
They don't care. Well, technically we're having fun, so technically when we have fun, they should be paying attention.
Exactly, but I mean,
pay attention.
I like podcasts like that where you learn things about people. It's not it's more podcasts are more of a personal connection to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
At the present moment, I was just eating less.
Easy.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And then, my dad suggested the UFC Fit program.
Oh yeah.
And I've always been into MMA as well as wrestling, so I said, sure, let's do it. And he's at the moment it's getting shipped at the moment, so hopefully I get that, and I'm going to start up a whole series of me going through the program week by week.
Are you going to do it on both channels, 1 week at a time?
Yeah, I'm thinking of either 1 week at a time or
just release both,
or just releasing them on both channels. So. With the description of both channels on there, so they're exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
So
what is the UFC fitness? I don't know what it's called.
UFC Fit. It's pretty much like a coach from UFC. They did this DVD, this 12-week DVD program.
Okay.
Where it's pretty much you learn how to train the majority of the UFC fighters.
Freaking UFC fighters doing Zumba.
Zumba. I hate Zumba.
I've been meaning to get a little more fit than I am because
I
work in childcare. I don't like 10-year-olds being able to outrun me. They have infinite energy. I just need a little less than infinite.
So 10-year-olds are outrunning you.
To be fair, kids have infinite energy. I just need a little bit under that. I'm way behind. I just need to be a little more fit than I am.
I think I'm more fit than you.
Well, yeah, you do sport. You do some sort of
We're calling wrestling
activity.
Pro wrestling sport.
It's an activity in which you do active things. It's an activity. But I don't do any of that. I just film stuff and occasionally
run
and play sport at work because I have to. I get paid to do it. But I just need to be a bit more fit than I am. Is all I'm saying. I'm thinking maybe.
A two-pack? A two-pack,
yeah. Just, I need to hold at least one pack somewhere on me.
Just look at the big circle 1 pack.
Yeah. It's just one muscle. It's a square. It looks like one of the chicken nugget looking things from Mario. What are they called? Goombas?
Goombas, yeah. Goombas.
One of those on my chest. And just tattoo the angry face and everything. That's all I have. Just a Goomba.
Just imagine getting a tattoo when you are like that, and then you just get older and fatter and you let it come.
And just get sad. It goes from angry to just depressed. Would you get any tattoos?
Would I get any tattoos?
Do you have any tattoos?
No, I don't have any tattoos. Would I get a tattoo? Maybe, possibly in the future. I have been considering getting tattoos.
What would you get?
This might sound a bit girly, but on
butterfly on your lower back.
No, on my right arm, just before the shoulder, I was going to get a bleeding love heart with a vine.
Oh, that's adorable.
And wings with it.
It's adorable and creepy.
Yeah, with wings.
I'm picturing an Avenged Sevenfold cover.
I love Avenged Sevenfold. They are awesome.
Yeah. I figured out I don't give a crap about music anymore. I like whatever. As long as I can listen to it and it's...
yeah, as long as you listen to it and you can understand it, that's what I like. I can't understand the whole...
Dubstep?
Yeah, I can't.
Dubstep's great.
I can't.
So dumb. I love it.
So dumb.
So dumb. Ah, guy. Does that
thing
you wouldn't get your girlfriend's name on it or anything?
No, I wouldn't get my girlfriend's name on it. No.
You just get this bikey tattoo looking thing.
Yeah. But the reason I'm not getting a tattoo is a lot of, especially in Mexico.
Fear.
I hate needles. That's true. I've always hated needles.
Oh, yeah.
But the one thing is Mexican wrestling have a lot of masked characters.
Right.
And
where's it going?
Well, the thing is, if you have no tattoos, you're harder to notice.
Okay.
So if you have no tattoos, you can play multiple characters. Where if you have a tattoo,
Everyone's going to see the tattoo.
Everyone's going to see the tattoo and go, I know who that is.
Ah.
So, and I'm very much like, if I need to play masked characters and then play myself later on in a show, I shouldn't have any tattoos.
You know, it's that same reason Bruce Wayne doesn't have any tattoos.
Yeah, I think
So they won't realize he's Batman.
Yeah, exactly.
Realize this Batman just had I'm Bruce Wayne tattooed on his neck. And I was like, I wonder what that means.
What's your opinion on Ben Affleck being Batman?
I don't give a crap. I kind of like Ben Affleck. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen Argo and The Town. He's
good. He's good.
He's an
good
amazing
actor.
director.
Amazing director, amazing actor.
I have no problem with it. Ben Affleck being Batman.
You know what
Sure.
I found funny? Is a lot of people saw him in Argo and some of the recent stuff and going, oh, he's pretty good. The moment you bring up Daredevil.
And I go, oh, Ben Affleck's crap. And
Yeah.
but Argo, oh, yeah, he's good. But Daredevil, oh, no, it's crap. Oh, but Argo.
Yeah, you go back and forth. And then I've actually read the script to Daredevil.
Ugh.
He had nothing to work with. He had nothing. They just ruined the Daredevil character.
Daredevil character wasn't that great to begin with.
No.
His superpower is not being able to see.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a superpower.
It's like, what the hell?
He has more in common with.
So I'm looking forward to him because they've said this Batman's going to be a veteran, which is what we really haven't seen much of. Like, you had the Christopher Nolan Batman. You saw the origin story and saw him grow up,
which was really.
They were awesome. they were awesome. You had the Michael Keaton Batman, which he was a veteran, which somehow a lot of people love him. Love the Michael Keaton Batman, the Tim Burton.
What do you mean a veteran?
You never saw the origin story.
Okay, that's what you meant.
So it just started off with, here's Batman.
I think we're like, Batman's walking around the city going, back in the war.
No. But like, he was already established. This is Batman. You're going to find out stuff about him in the movie. So it was kind of like he was already established. He's already done stuff as Batman.
Oh yeah.
Which was funny if you actually look at the first Batman movie that Tim Burton did. It actually focuses more on the Joker's origin,
which is amazing.
Yeah, more than Batman's.
Oh.
Which I found, because I haven't watched it in years. I haven't watched it in years. I watched it a couple of weeks ago though.
Oh yeah.
And I noticed that I went, hang on, Batman's established, but Joker's been brought into it. So technically, they've just told a Joker's story.
That's pretty good, actually. I mean, I've probably done it already by now. I can do the Mark Hamill Joker.
Yeah,
impression.
Yeah.
And while I was learning how to do that, because I had to beat my friend at it. I absolutely had to. I got really into like the Joker, so I knew how to do it, how to make it sound exactly like him. I had to sort of get into how to
get to his brain,
listen to a bunch of different samples of it, and I downloaded a comic.
Like The Killing Joke?
Yeah, The Killing Joke.
Yeah,
the best Batman, like the best Joker story ever. And
because it's literally...
It's really good.
It's that one's actually meant to be the origin story. However, they came out and said, we don't know the Joker's origin.
Yeah.
There's so many stories.
Well, I think that's the best part about it. The Joker just... Like, that's the idea behind it. He just makes it up.
Yeah.
Whenever he tells an origin story, he's like, yeah, this is how it happened.
You know what I found funny? Apparently in the 60s or 70s, Marvel and DC Comics actually did a crossover where the Joker and Red Skull teamed up. However, near the end of the comic, it's revealed that Joker finally realizes, or it's revealed to the Joker that the Red Skull is a Nazi. And Joker starts attacking Red Skull, saying, I might be a lunatic criminal, but I'm an American lunatic criminal. And I lost my shit. I was so happy. I was like,
that's funny.
That's brilliant.
That's amazing.
Which is weird, because you hear of like DC and Marvel comics crossover, but you'll probably never see it again these days. You'll probably never.
They're just too big.
It's too big now. What's your opinion of... Have you seen the new Captain America?
I have not. I saw the Lego movie instead. To be fair, Captain America's pretty recent. Damn it, I'm dating this thing again. It came out pretty recently.
You're dating it. You fail at this one. But Captain America's good. You have to watch the first one to watch...
I quite like the first one.
Yeah, I like the first one.
All the movies before the Avengers, there weren't that many good ones. There was Iron Man 1, and that was pretty much the only good one. And then the other ones were just, like, they all just weren't as good as Iron Man 1. They're all good.
They're all good.
I
Yeah,
don't think
I agree with that.
I've never seen a bad movie.
I've never seen. I have never seen a bad Marvel movie yet. Like ever since ever since Iron Man 1.
Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be weird. But like after Iron Man 1, I have yet to see a bad Marvel movie.
What, you're saying Iron Man 1's bad?
No. I'm saying you had Iron Man 1, and then since then they've all been good.
Yeah.
You had Iron Man 2. You had
John
Thor. Captain America,
Hulk.
the Incredible. Actually, that was before. I think Incredible Hulk happened before.
No, it definitely. It happened after Iron Man 1 because Tony Stark was in it at the end.
That is true. You are right. Yep,
it was very recent though. But Hulk's definitely the worst out of those ones.
Because you can't really do anything. Because all he does is
get big and kill stuff.
Yeah.
To be fair, Tim Roth was in it. I like him.
Yeah,
Tim Roth is cool. Pulp Fiction.
You had Thor was good where they introduced Hawkeye in it.
Introduced 5 seconds.
It's still an introduction.
It's not an introduction. An introduction is walking up to someone and saying hello, not sitting in a crane doing nothing.
I still reckon it was good because if you're a diehard comic fan of both DC and Marvel, you knew who it was.
Okay, I think maybe the idea from that was they didn't actually intend to bring Hawkeye any further into it. Like that was just going to be all of it. It was just like this little shout out to people like, "It's Hawkeye! Wow!" And that was going to be it.
And that was it. And then they realized, and then the guy who was playing Hawkeye got really famous, and they just went
suddenly awesome.
And the same thing was meant to happen with Black Widow. She was only meant to be in Iron Man 2.
But she's Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, and then they just went, crap, we have to bring in this whole team of Avengers.
You know that's what it is, right? Everyone's like, yeah, well, we could get rid of Black Widow. And I was like, but she's Scarlett Johansson. Oh, yeah, she is Scarlett Johansson.
Bring her in.
Bring her back in.
Like, admitting, though, the character I hated the most out of the Avengers was America, Captain America.
Really?
He just seemed too plain in it.
Well, he kind of is plain.
Yeah.
He's literally just a super soldier.
Yeah, but when you've got him in the comic books, he's so much more different. He's actually got a bit more of a mastermind. In the cinematic universe, he just seems a bit more... He's just there. Like, in his standalone films, great. Captain America 1 and 2, it's best Captain America ever. In Avengers, I think they play too much...
It's because Iron Man was in it, and everyone wants to see Iron Man.
Yeah. Iron Man is the reason Marvel is doing so well in cinemas.
No, Robert Downey Jr. is the reason
Marvel
is doing so well. To be fair, at the same time, Thor 2, pretty good.
Thor 2 was good.
Natalie Portman?
I'm not a big fan.
Not a
big fan of Natalie Portman.
Wow.
Oh, it's like I'm not a big... Okay.
No, you're going to be a fan of Natalie Portman when you see her make out with Mila Kunis in Black Swan.
Oh,
That's when you're going to be a fan of Natalie Portman.
I have yet to see that.
I was a fan of Natalie Portman before that.
Okay, it's like me with Pirates of the Caribbean. I hate 2 and 3.
Really?
I hate 2 and 3.
Why? Davy Jones?
No, Davy Jones was probably my favourite part of that.
Okay, thank God, this is Bill Nye.
Yeah, Davy Jones is my favourite part about it. It was the fact that it involved around a fucking love story of Will and Elizabeth. So
every movie is a love story.
No, but
every single one.
The thing is, though, it evolved around it too much.
So 4 is better than 2 and 3.
Oh, I agree.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah.
I think Jack Sparrow works well off other people.
He did have other people to work off with, though.
Yeah, but like Will and the other one.
Elizabeth.
Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
They were like the best possible with him to work off. It was a really good... I liked
the chemistry was fine. I'm not saying that was the bit I hated. I hate that the fact that the story... If you took Will and Elizabeth out, the story would be better, in my opinion. Because it would not evolve. Like, in the middle of a battle on a ship, you marry him.
That's good for comedy. The last film was really dark. Compared to the second and first one, they were really funny.
I reckon the first one was more dark than the second.
The first one is amazingly hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's more dark.
The balance.
It's got the balance, and
that's
the
what
thing
you
is,
need.
2 and 3 lost that balance.
Yeah.
But then 4 brought it back a little bit.
It's because people realised that Jack Sparrow was the fun part.
Yeah.
Because everyone just wants to see Jack Sparrow now. It's like Avengers. Everyone just wants to see Iron Man.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, is if it wasn't for Jack Sparrow, if it wasn't for Johnny Depp playing Jack Sparrow the way he did, Pirates of the Caribbean probably wouldn't have gone past number 1. And the thing is, I reckon...
I don't think they ever intended it to, though.
No,
Pirates
they
of the
did.
Caribbean could have just stayed with
The thing is, I liked 1 because you can just watch it and it's a standalone.
Yeah.
2 and 3, to me, just seemed to involve too much. Like, it was more comedy and it involved more around a love story more than what 1 did, where 1 was more action and more piratey kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, all right, fair enough.
And then you brought 4 in, which had Blackbeard. I mean,
Yeah, Blackbeard's a
you had what's his name?
Ian McShane.
Yeah, you had him playing Blackbeard. I mean, come on.
That dude's good in everything.
Oh god, yeah.
Jack the Giant Slayer. Bought that movie the other day. Saw it. Not that great.
Not that good, but
Ian McShane was funny. Well, not funny. Like he wasn't even a good character. He was just a king.
He was just in it. Yeah.
But he was just in it. It's like, oh yeah, that guy's cool. I remember. He's a pirate.
It's like you remember that old film? Well, it's not old, but it's like 2000s. Alex Rider, Stormbreaker.
Oh my god.
You know the only reason a lot of people went to go see that was because of Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
And then he was only in it for like 15 seconds, maybe like a minute.
Mickey Rourke was the bad guy in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was too.
That's such
Holy
a
fuck.
weird thing.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke, like this. I always think of Mickey Rourke as this dude that everyone knew and loved because he was this big famous badass, but no, it's just an Alex Rider.
He's not right. Actually, I'll admit, you know the movie The Wrestler, which he's in?
Yes.
It came out, didn't see it. I didn't jump to go see it. I saw it with like the last year. Oh, it's actually a good film.
I didn't see it because it was recommended to me by someone that I don't really trust with movies. Someone that wasn't. I don't want to say him on the podcast.
Do I know?
Yeah, you know him. We went to media with him, like back in college, back in high school. But yeah, I just his taste in movies is really different to mine. He's got a strange taste. You probably know exactly what we're talking about now.
I think once this podcast stops, I'm probably going to ask you heaps of names. But no, it is one of those films I would recommend to people, and it's because it's not in like a big company. It's actually this guy who's been in a big company and then he's washed up. He's on the indie circuit.
All right, I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's a much better idea for a movie.
Yeah. So
look, my point is hands down, Pirates of the Caribbean 2 is my favorite.
You like Pirates of the Caribbean too?
Yes, I do. It's my favorite
Oh
one.
wow!
Of all 4,
So
it's the best
sad.
one. It's the best.
My favorite one is number 1. Number 1's number 1. Okay. Then it goes 4. Then it goes 2 and 3.
Mine's 2, 1, 4, 3. I didn't like 3. It was dark.
3 was weird. And then the whole thing that Will becomes Davy Jones.
That made sense.
That just pissed me off.
Whenever people say something like that, it's like I didn't like the ending for this. I always ask them, how would you do it? Because they can't come up with a better way.
How would I
Even
do
if the ending sucks, it's still the best one. Like the writer thought about it. They knew what they were doing.
Why not just kill Davy Jones?
Because there has to be someone to captain the blah 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 the ship. That they
Yeah,
couldn't
why
just
not?
leave
Why
it.
not have one of the crew do it then?
I don't know. They didn't have hearts. It's not a good enough story. It's like, hey, look, it's Steve. He's the captain now.
Well,
Steve
what about
Jones.
Bill. Get Bill to do it. Bootstrap.
I think he was crazy by the end, wasn't he? I mean, he was part of a boat.
True.
That's the dumbest scene in that movie. Where
Is that the raw part?
Keira Knightley's in there and like, that's my name. It's like, oh, shut up. You're a boat. You don't get the vote. Shut up.
It was so, and just the whole the love story, the love triangle that happened. That just set me off.
Look, I didn't make this podcast to criticize movies, but still, this is a good talk. I just need to say now, we're not just saying it
We're
sucks.
not critics. We're not saying. I'm not saying it
we're not
sucks. It's
critics.
just not in.
Out of the 4, it is not the best one.
No.
My only problem with it was that it just wasn't very.
Okay, if we really wanted to criticize
Funny.
films, we would talk about Twilight.
I have no problem with Twilight.
Really?
I have no problem with it. It's a movie. It's got a massive, massive fan base, and that's what's great about a movie. If I wrote a movie that everyone hated, but still a bunch of other people loved, that's a success.
Yeah,
I made a movie.
but you have a film that has actually been noted as one of the films that has spat on not only the film industry, but also the books have kind of been spat on as well, because the person who wrote them apparently thought about them as a dream and wrote them. Which apparently in writing books you're not meant to actually say how you got the idea.
Yeah, it's kind of not a good idea to start talking about it.
So
how'd it come to you? Well, I was taking a poop.
this is going nowhere.
Just a massive, explosive diarrhea type situation.
I had to get a new toilet.
I'm like, vampires.
But like the whole idea of it coming from a dream.
Look,
I'm sad.
My point is, Twilight is a good movie because it's a success.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
Avengers.
whether people hate it or like it. It was a successful movie. If I made that movie, I'm a success.
You're hated.
But I made the movie. You know what I mean?
But okay, let's talk about a game that's coming out. I think we're both going to enjoy. Batman Arkham Knight.
Of course, I'm going to enjoy it. We released a do-over of it.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. It's gonna suck.
Okay, what's the one thing you're looking forward to though?
I'm really interested to see Scarecrow.
Yeah.
There's a whole backstory in Arkham City
with
Hush and Scarecrow that not many people would really notice, but I'm really interested to just see what they can do.
What do you mean Hush? Because I know there's the backstory with like Scarecrow when he's done the whole experiments, and I know with Hush, he's looking like Bruce Wayne. But I didn't. Is there a connection?
In the side mission, spoiler, in the side mission for Hush in Arkham City, there's a bunch of Scarecrow's equipment lying around. There's like the toxic gas and stuff. So Scarecrow has helped, is working with Hush to make him Bruce Wayne.
Okay, so yeah.
Scarecrow,
I remember that.
For not being in Arkham City at all, he's in Arkham City a lot.
Yeah.
He's all over the place. There's a bunch of other bad guys that he helps out with. It's been a while since I've had a look at that.
Yeah, I might have to go back and have a look.
I found after playing Arkham City, I found a video on YouTube, which is like all the obscure references to everything. It's like an hour and a half long, the video. Just stuff in Arkham City. It's amazing.
I might have to find that one.
But yeah, I mean, if you played did you play the Harley Quinn DLC?
Yes, yeah.
And that whole thing about how Batman's not the same since Joker died, sort of thing. Spoiler.
It's been out for years. That's just bloody know by now.
You know, people that watch my channel are 12. They probably can't play it yet. Then again,
grow up.
We have sworn quite a bit. They're not going to watch this. This is a podcast. They're not going to be freaking doing stuff for 45 minutes. They don't have much of an attention span. My point is, that whole thing with Batman being messed up after having Talia al Ghul and Joker and everyone. This is a really nerdy podcast all of a sudden.
Wow.
I've had Nikolai on here.
You called him it again.
It's so unnatural.
To call him Nikolai?
I only refer to him as Nikolai in credits for stuff. I've never had to
say his name
until the podcasts.
Every time he likes something, I go, who the fuck is Nikolai? And then I look and go,
oh yeah, we're friends. I've known you for years.
Damn.
But he's like, what was I saying? Damn it. Oh yeah, Batman's just being really, I guess, emotional, messed up. I want to see how that works.
Yeah, because you already see it in the trailer.
Is he going to be more brutal?
Yeah, you already see that in the trailer though, because you look at the suit in Arkham Asylum City. It looks suitish. You know.
Now it's like armor.
It looks like armor, and he the cowl as well isn't soft looking. It looks sharp and mean.
Yeah.
And he just everything he does in that clip just looks painful and mean now.
I just want to see if Robin is in it as well. Robin and Catwoman, because they've got this alliance thing going with Batman and Catwoman.
Yeah,
I want to see if they continue it in Arkham Knight.
I'm interested in seeing that. Robin, because the Robin in
Arkham City is cool.
Is Tim Drake.
Oh, he's the original, isn't he?
No.
Not enough about it, honestly.
Dick Grayson's the original. He's in he's in the multiplayer of Origins.
Okay.
Then you had Jason Todd, who becomes Red Hood.
Okay. I was thinking play Arkham Origins and I was like, isn't Joker Red Hood?
Yeah, no.
Red Hood's a bad guy.
Yeah, Joker is Red Hood, and then he gets dropped in a vat and he becomes the Joker.
Yeah, the Red Hood was never just the Joker. The Red Hood was always just the mafia dude they used.
It was just a mask that they used in that. But then Jason Todd came back to life from dying thanks to Ra's al Ghul.
Okay.
In the Lazarus pit.
Oh, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I've always said Raz. Raz al Ghul.
Ra's or Raz, it doesn't really matter.
It's a foreign name and we're white people.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fine.
And I've got a phone call.
What is the time? It is almost time to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Hello?
I guess I'll take this time to plug stuff. Be on the lookout for soonish for the anime series Warlock, starting on Pathetic Industries as soon as we get it done, I guess. Also, bunch of sketches coming out still, obviously. If you like this podcast, don't forget to share it with your friends and your family and enemies and pets. Children, maybe, I guess. Maybe not children. We swear a bit. We fucking swear. I'm dropping M&Ms all over the floor. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm just going to plug until he gets back.
Hi, I'm back. Sorry, that was EB Games.
Running out of things to plug.
BarretPlay, Chris Shadows. I've already done them.
Who already does?
Bitch! Anyway, yeah, no, that was EB about my PS4. They're like,
Awesome.
oh, do you want to get it now? I'm like, no, I actually want to put it on, like, pay it off like a lay-by, and then the next shipment when it's fully paid off, I'll get it. And they're like, oh, okay, that's cool, you can do that. I'm like, huh, yes.
Do you want to come sit down?
I'm checking the time.
It is 3:30ish, so we're about to wrap up.
Yeah, wrap-up time. So
Wrap up time. Point is, Batman's awesome.
Yes.
We were
Pirates of the
talking about
Caribbean 2 and 3 suck.
No, 2 is amazing. 3 is
2
alright.
sucks.
Look. If you like this podcast, I already said that. If you like the podcast, tell your friends and stuff.
Yeah, tell them.
Do you guys want video
Tell us if you got a
podcasts?
girlfriend too.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't. Oh, no, if you live in Canberra, please hook Lachlan up with a girlfriend.
That works too, actually.
You know, anyone who's a geek or a nerd, but is hot.
If you want a tattoo in a funny place, post a comment. What else are we talking about? What's your opinion on wrestling? Post a comment.
Yeah, wrestling.
That's about it. If you think I should start calling Nikolai by his real name, post a comment.
Sorry, Nikolai, but it's going to happen.
Alrighty. Yeah, see you later.
Peace out.
You talk too much.